What is up, everybody, and welcome to Black Steez. Now, today I am going to be showing you guys some of the things I get when I go to the grocery store. Um, of course, that thumbnail is a troll image. I would never buy that crap. It's not considered carnivore. And you guys can go back a couple of videos and check out what I think about the Beyond Meat products. Um, but without further ado, I just wanted to show you guys how you can pick up some good nutrition without spending a lot of money, and at the same time be able to get the nutrients that you need in your diet, whether you're a carnivore or whether you're on a ketogenic diet. A lot of the foods that I'm going to show you in this video will apply to those specific diets. So let's get right into it. And forgive me for the weird camera angle. I really don't have any equipment set up to film. I'm looking forward to getting some of that equipment in the future. But of course, the super chat is open. So if you guys want to donate, that'll help me to get my equipment on deck. I haven't made it to that tier of YouTuber yet to where I can give you guys the fancy green screens and have all the camera angles. So I'm just going to hold the camera for this because I feel like it's going to be the most easy for this situation. But I'm going to run you guys through the things I actually buy. So here we have some groceries here. Now this amount of groceries usually will probably last me about a week, and it cost me probably around $100. I had to source this from Foods. I don't like shopping at Whole Foods. I really don't like shopping at any of the supermarkets, because when you shop there, you support these agricultural corporations who do weird things with your food, and they won't really stop doing it as long as we keep giving them our money. But anyway, let's get right into it. First of all, the most important, I have here some organic omega-3 eggs. These are the only kind of eggs I get. They're really tasty, and they have a good amount of omega-3s in them. So, you know, with your traditional eggs, they're not feeding the hens the proper diet, and therefore the eggs themselves are lacking in nutrition. So if you're gonna eat eggs, I would recommend getting these types of eggs. It costs like $5 or $6 for this dozen, but it's very worth it. So I got some eggs there. I have some grass-fed, 100% grass-fed ground beef, 3 pounds of it. You can get about a pound of grass-fed beef nowadays, even in like your big name supermarkets. You can get this stuff for like $5 a pound. I think these were like $6 a pound, but these are this particular brand, Grass Run Farms. It's actually 100% grass fed. It was never given any antibiotics, never given any grain, and is also coming from Colorado, whereas a lot of the grass-fed beef that you're seeing nowadays is coming from Australia, and different countries, and I'll get into that as well. But I got 3 pounds of that there. Always need some butter. If you are on a ketogenic diet or a carnivore diet and you don't have butter, I don't know what you're doing. Kerrygold is about the best quality of butter that I can get from my local supermarkets, so that's what I get. Wild caught sockeye salmon. This stuff comes frozen, but I like it because it's already cut up. I don't have to worry about it being frozen more than once, because if you buy the fresh stuff, 9 times out of 10, it was frozen more than one time. It's gonna be quote unquote fresh when you get it. But when you take it home, if you're not going to consume it immediately, you're going to have to freeze it again. So that's why I get that. Um, Essential for the carnivore diet, essential for any diet really, is what I have here. And this is some 100% grass-fed liver, and a product of USA. So this is the most local grass-fed beef products that I can get. Most of the time it's coming from out west, like Colorado, for instance. But to me, that's better than getting something from like Australia, or a different country where you have really no idea of their agricultural standards and what goes into bringing you that meat from way across the globe to your plate. So that's why I go for the 100% USA raised products, and just to support America, support our farmers that are here trying to give us quality product. This is about a half a pound of liver. I'll usually eat this maybe like a quarter pound at a time, really to just supplement my diet with a lot of those micronutrients that are not found anywhere else, really. And the ground beef, fish, liver, as you guys know, I've done videos on liver. Liver is definitely a superfood. So you should be incorporating some liver in your diet. If you don't, now this, I buy this fresh. I will actually freeze this because, like I said, I don't really eat much of this at a time. It really doesn't take much to get the job done in terms of getting your micronutrients. I don't eat this for calories. I really just consume it for the micronutrients. Take some used to liver as well, but I talked about that in other videos too. Um, like I said, a lot of the uh, grass-fed beef products that you will see in the big name supermarkets, like Whole Foods, for instance, are going to be coming from Australia, and that's what I have here. This is some New York strip grass-fed. Distinction needs to be made because a lot of these grass-fed beefs that you'll see in the store, it'll say grass-fed, but not all of them will say 100% or um, never given any grains, and that is something that you need to actually watch out for when you're buying these grass-fed products. But this is some organic grass-fed strip steak. I have actually a ribeye here as well. It's about 3/4 of a pound ribeye. Same thing. These are coming from Australia. Um, I always look out for the 100% grass fed from America, but not all the time you can find it. So this is the best quality that you can get at that point. I lucked up because I never find stuff like this. I never see anything like this in any of the grocery stores around me. This right here is some grass milk, 100% milk from grass-fed cows, and also it's raw. This is raw cheddar cheese, which, guys, I've been looking for raw cheese, and the only types of raw cheese you can find are like imported stuff. So this to me was like a really good find, like being able to find this raw organic cheddar cheese that was made here in the United States of America in Wisconsin. So this is a really good find. So this is my first time actually trying this out. Um, but maybe I'll update you guys on how this cheese actually is. I think it's gonna be awesome, um, and I'm very happy to have found uh, raw cheese here in my local grocery store. So got some raw cheese there. What else did I not get into? Oh, now I do supplement my carnivore ketogenic diet uh, with grains here and there because I run a lot and I work out a lot. I'm very physically active. So Sometimes I need some extra glucose. And where I get that from, and there's reasons why I choose the specific carbs that I choose as well. And I can maybe do a video talking about that as well. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to show you guys exactly what I bought to give you an idea of the things that I pick up at the grocery store. But this is long grain white rice. Reason that I'll just give you a little tidbit about why I get the white rice. I get the white rice because the husk is removed and most of the anti-nutrients in the rice itself have been removed. And it's a carbohydrate in a simple form that your body can readily, absorb. So get some white rice in there. Don't eat that very often, maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week. I'll really load up on carbs. And I also have some sourdough bread, a nice sourdough bread here. And I'm lucky because my grocery store actually bakes this in the store. And I talked to, it's a really good guy that works over in the bakery at the store. And he's a really stand-up guy. So I'm able to actually talk to the guy who's baking this bread and tell him to make sure he keeps making it because I go for this sourdough loaf right here. Sometimes it comes sliced, but this one I picked it up and it wasn't sliced, but it's all good because it looks like a really good loaf. It's nice and soft. So I get a little bit of carbs in there with that. Something else I get at the grocery store, it's kind of hiding behind here, but I get some mustard. And the reason that I get mustard is because it is zero carbs in mustard. So it's zero carbs, and actually this brand of mustard, they use some organic ingredients, and they do not have anything devastating on the label, because that's something that you kind of have to look out for with condiments. Is you're gonna see a lot of condiments will have soy and they'll have a whole bunch of stuff in the actual condiments that are, just really bad things that you maybe don't expect to be in something as simple as mustard. So that particular brand of mustard, uh, Golden's, I never know how to pronounce that, Golden's mustard. um they keep it really simple, and it's just a very short list of ingredients in the mustard. It's just mustard seed, vinegar, and some spices to make it spicy. So that is, I think, about it. Oh, I didn't mention this, and it's not something that I'm proud to be showing you guys that I get, but it is what it is until I find a reasonable replacement. Um, it's something that I like, so I get it. But this is probably the least healthy and the worst thing that I actually purchased, and that's this beef plate. It's a cured beef bacon. This is your big time agricultural in the package. Big time agriculture in the package right here. Is definitely a good source of fat calories, but the quality of the meat itself is probably not on par with any of the other stuff that I showed you guys here. So I don't get this too often, but I really love the flavor of a cured beef plate. So if anyone wants to get in the comments and let me know of any farmers that are local to the New Jersey area or the East Coast where I can get some beef plate, maybe even some uncured beef plate, I'd be interested in that because it's, like I said, it's very delicious and I like to eat that. So anyway, guys, I hope that this video shows you guys how you can get about a solid 5 days worth of food for about $20 a day at your grocery store, and get some good nutrition in. Pretty much here, what I have here, um, eating like this, I don't have to supplement too much. I do take cod liver oil to increase my vitamin A, and also vitamin D, so those omega 3s that are so vital to any diet. But with consuming the liver and also some raw cheese now, um, you know, I'm pretty much getting all of the micronutrients that I need from these different meats that I have here, these different products that I have here, the butter, the ground beef, the liver, the salmon, pretty much gives me everything I need. Um, so that's that. Thank you guys for joining in. If it's not about topics that I cover in this video or in prior videos, then just don't talk to me. Peace.